Welcome to the Underground Nation podcast, where raw stories rise from the shadows. Tonight, your host with the ghost, Ball Boogie, opens the gates to an exclusive interview with rising horrorcore artist, Damius. Emerging from the fiery depths of Texas, Damius steps through the portal to reveal the pain, chaos, and darkness that shaped his monstrous sound. Join us as we uncover the origins of this underground beast and explore the twisted path he's carving into the future. Let the descent begin.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Underground Nation Podcast. I am your host with the ghost, Ball Boogie. Hailing all the way from Denver, Colorado, I am sitting with an upcoming underground artist. Now, let me be clear on that. I'm in Denver, Colorado. I'm a fucking, I just rushed my ass to the podcast to be on time for you. But I'm sitting with an upcoming underground hero named Damius. Damius, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all, and I like the whole hero thing. So I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, man. Well, you know, I have to say straight up. I mean, when I look at Damius, it could either be a supervillain or a superhero. In my eyes, you're a hero. But I guess until I piss you off, that could be another that could be another story.
That's the whole character aspect, man. That's a good. Like, which one do you like, the good guy or the bad guy?
That's it. That's it. Yo, Damius, thank you so much for taking the time from torturing the souls that you have captured in your basement and joining us tonight for this conversation. I know time is of the essence with a busy schedule like yours.
I appreciate that, man. Thank y'all for having me. Like, that is really awesome to actually do this stuff. I like doing this stuff, so, I appreciate it.
Bro, so, man, when I saw your article in the Underground Nation magazine, it intrigued me to dig a little deeper. And then I found myself going down a Damius rabbit hole, if you will. And as I was going down this rabbit hole of of blackness and torture and torment and fiery brimstones, I found myself intrigued.
Well, I think that's good.
I mean, it was fucking entertaining. Every song that I just hit play on, I couldn't stop. And it just really led me to wanting to know, how did the persona of Damius come to life? Was it a reflection of who you are, or is it more of a character or that you created to convey specific messages or emotions?
It was actually a little bit of both, to be honest. Like, obviously I can't go out there and do the stuff that I'm talking about, Like, I get fucking arrested and molested in a heartbeat, So
Purely speculation.
Purely speculation is correct. So yeah, no. So I just love horror, like horror movies. I loved, growing up, I would watch Tales from the Crypt, So I loved short horror stories and just anything to do with horror. I just loved it, and the whole demon character just came about that. It was actually my mom, man. She was like, "You listen to devil music," and it's the whole satanic thing back in the day,
Oh yeah. We've all gone through that one, bro.
I love my mom so much. But she was like, "You can't listen. You don't listen to Marilyn Manson. You don't listen to Metallica." I was like, "What?" I was like, so it just like carried on with me. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna start doing so-called devil music, I'll just be a demon. Like, thanks, mom. So it just amps it up to where the whole character. It really is a character, but it really is like a big escape.
Like a big escape from your reality.
Yes, because how many times do you see somebody that's like you get cut off in traffic and you're like, this motherfucker right here, what? Getting out and doing it, I'm gonna write you in a song.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember my mom. She caught me listening to Dark Lotus, and it was just happened to be that one song, "Call Upon Your Gods," and she was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Turn it off now! Demons are possessing our house."
Yeah.
And
it's exactly, and like, it
was like,
it was a real thing.
I got a lot worse than this.
Yeah, exactly. I literally had to hide like Marilyn Manson CD and stuff. Like even Slipknot, dude. Like I had a Slipknot album, but I had to hide that. Like most kids at that time would have like hide like porn magazines in their mattress. I was hiding. I was like, I can't let my mom find my CDs.
Oh yeah, man. I remember freaking when Slipknot first came out and Circus magazine was popping, and just buying the Circus magazines, putting up the pictures all on my wall like wallpaper. My mom just freaking out. And every time I get mad or she get mad at me, she just come downstairs and rip the shit off my wall. Just piss me off even more.
I would have ICP on some posters, Slipknot on some posters, like all on my wall, and my parents were just like, "What the fuck did we do wrong?"
Right. It's more like, "What the fuck did you do right?"
That's what I'm saying. Like now they're cool as hell. They're like, "Oh, my son's Damius, okay." Oh, what? Like it's real.
They didn't get it. They didn't get it then. Now they're seeing it. They're seeing it happen. Like, oh, okay.
They're like, we did do something right.
He does got talent. Holy shit.
Right, he's got a little bit.
What aspects of your upbringing or personal experiences influenced, to pursue music and shape the themes in your artwork?
Believe it or not, my dad used to he would listen to Tejano music, which is like Spanish music, so much, and he was like a promoter. So
I can kind of hear it in your voice.
Yeah, so he would actually bring a lot of Tejano bands to our town and all that for gigs and stuff. And he actually brought the likes of Selena.
La Reina.
Yeah, dude. I was like, how the hell did you pull that off? Now I can be like, but he brought a lot of big Tejano artists like that. So I was always constantly
oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so I was always there with him, every time he would do concerts and, the behind the scenes with the business stuff. And, we were just kids, but, we grew up with all of that. He would have, I still have home videos where I was a kid playing the trumpet with the Tejano bands and stuff,
Oh, man.
So I think music was, definitely influenced by my father, but I think my sister was the one that she was the first one to bring me to listen to Slipknot. And that was honestly the first band that really took me by storm, where I was like, what the fuck is this? The self-titled album. I would listen to a little bit of Manson, and then Metallica and stuff. But then for whatever reason, dude, hearing that Slipknot album, just 9 guys in mass, like, what the fuck is this?
Was this your older sister?
Yeah, it was my older sister.
Okay, all right. How does she come across the Slipknot and said, "Hey, I got to show my little brother this"?
She actually just had so much different taste in music that I like. She liked 80s metal. She liked rock. She liked hippie bands, and she liked anything type of music. And so she would listen to it, and sometimes it would annoy the fuck out of me because I'm like, what is this shit that we're listening to?
Right.
But I respected it because I'm like, it's cool. She listens to different stuff, And then one day she just brought the Slipknot album, and I was like, what the hell is this? So she played Wait and Bleed. I'll never forget I listened to Wait and Bleed. I was like, hey, that's cool. And then she showed me the picture. I was like, what the fuck? Got me to instantly buy the goddamn album, and now here I am. So
Wait and Bleed.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's cool now to hear oh shit. That's pretty much what brought me up to was my dad with the Tejano, and then my sister bringing me to listen to Slipknot.
That's really cool. Yeah. So are you bilingual?
A little bit, not too much. Sometimes
okay.
my family all speaks Spanish, and they look at me like, God damn, why haven't you learned it completely yet?
Because you didn't teach me yet, damn it.
In their defense, they did try. I was just stubborn to not to learn. So
okay,
they did try. I was just like, fuck that. I'm good.
I don't need it.
Yeah, now I'm all shit.
Now you're like, fuck, I'm leaving money on the table.
Exactly. I'm like, God
damn. All right. Well, cool. I was going to say, maybe we get some Espanol in these tracks, huh?
You might get poquito. Just a little poquito.
All right. Something to make me look forward to.
Hopefully.
That's awesome, man. So how much of Damius is truly you, and how much is it just an artistic projection?
That's actually...
I mean, is there a line where Damius ends and you as an individual begins?
Yeah, I definitely got to remember to keep them separate, but a lot of the time when Damius comes to play, I feel that's the real me just turned up like 1,000 more, more percentage. It's just, I feel a lot of the stuff that Damius says, I do agree with. It's just, I got to remember he's staying character,
Give us an example.
Okay, so for example, Forceful, the song Forceful, it's, the whole anti-religion thing, I'm really not a big religious person. I really hate, Christian nationalists with a passion. So, pretty much everything, for example, if people are, religious, that's cool. I have no problem with that at all. I'm like, you know what? If that makes you happy, fucking awesome. But don't bring that shit forcefully to me, then that's where we're going to get fucking problems. And that's just pretty much the difference in the line. I'm like, cool, go do your religious thing. That's awesome. But don't force it on.
Absolutely. Did you grow up in a religious household?
And I feel that's one of the reasons why I was like, yeah, sorry guys. We're still religious, and I'm just like,
right.
Oh, guys, love y'all still though, but no.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I understand where you're coming from because I grew up in a Catholic household, and it was when I was little, they were more strict. Yes. But as I grew older and life kept lifing on my parents, or whatever, they started slowly getting away from it.
Yep.
And then I just kind of ran away from it.
And it's not for everybody. It's definitely not for me.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, when you listen to your music, I could tell that you're trying to make a statement. I mean, I could feel the emotion. I could tell the messages are there. I'm trying to read in between the lines. But your music often touches on raw and dark themes. Do you find it challenging to be so open in your art, or do you handle vulnerability in such a public space? Or how do you handle vulnerability in such a public space?
I actually have a friend, Adam, that's always there when I'm recording, and every time I'm done, he's like, "Are you?" He's like, there's gonna be backlash. He's like, "Are you sure?" He's always like, "Are you sure you want to release this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll release it." He's like, "I don't know, man." He's like, I think it's. I'm like, dude, I'm good." It's like,
all right.
I tell him no one even listens to this shit, anyways. At least so I think no one listens to this shit. But I'm like, we'll just release it, man. It's the dark themes and all that. It's hard to write sometimes, to be honest, because there's part of me where I'm like, you shouldn't say this, but what would Damius do? Fucking say it. So boom, there you go.
Calling all underground beasts, lyrical assassins, and rising legends. Underground Nation Podcast is now scouting the next wave of raw, unfiltered talent. Want your voice heard? Your story told? Your music featured in our podcast or printed inside the pages of our official magazine? Now's your chance. Send your honest tracks and a short bio to ugnpodcast@gmail.com. No gimmicks. No filters. Just real artists getting real exposure. Step out the shadows and into the underground spotlight.
Fucking say it.
Fucking say it.
So when you put the mask on, it's fucks no longer given.
No longer given, man. I'll fucking say it. You don't like it? Tough shit. I said it anyways.
Hey, and you got a good friend by your side to make sure that you're therapeutic. If this is a therapeutic session, we're okay, right, Damius?
Exactly.
We're not going to go kill the neighbors now, are we?
Yeah, dude. It's he's really concerned, and it's so funny. It's dude, I just got to release this shit, just release this shit. Maybe it's helping somebody. I don't fucking know, man. Maybe somebody had a bad day and they're like, yeah, I would really like to stab that motherfucker too, but I'd rather just listen to it. It's hopefully at least.
Is it helping you?
It does help me a lot, man. It really does. It's therapeutic. It really is.
Absolutely. What parts of I mean, is it rage? Is it hate? Is it where does that stem from? Where does that really come down from deep within you?
Very much self-loathing. If I'm not, it was for the longest time. I was terrible, dude. I fucking hated myself, so I hated everybody. You know what I mean? Right. So luckily now I'm like not as bad. So sometimes I just got to remember to get in character. That's where we switch now, you know. Like, but back in the day, man, I used to have like before Damius, I would still write poetry and lyrics and stuff, and it was way worse than what I'm doing now, if I'm being honest. But it sucked too. But so I still tap into it to where it's like, okay, there's the self-loathe. How do I release this?
Yeah, absolutely. I know creating intense and evocative music can really take a toll on you. I mean, do you have a method that helps you maintain your mental and emotional well-being while delving into these powerful themes?
Just comes and goes, man, to be honest. Like, you can just write something and then you just hate it. And you're just like, that just sounds too forced, Yeah. So you don't want to sound too forced, like I forced myself to write this, because then you start not really, how'd you say it? Like, you don't like the way your art's coming out. Like, I know there's times where I'm hearing shit and I'm just like, this sounds fucking whack. Like,
I don't even believe myself.
Yeah, like, I don't believe, like, you wouldn't do this. So it's like, take it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of it is, I mean, from my point of view, a lot of it is storytelling.
Yes.
And really painting the picture and putting a lot of gory details in there.
Yeah. I love horror stuff, dude. Like horror movies, horror stories, horror fucking poems, whatever. You name the fucking thing. But I would always look at it as, like, there's a lot of music videos that I don't do because I want people to just read the lyrics and have their own shit in their own mind. You know what I mean? Like, if you're, like, for example, Killer Be Killed. A lot of people are like, why don't you do a music video for that? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, what do you see? And then they'll tell me, like, well, I think if you do this, and then, well, I think if you were doing this person was killing this person. And it's like, okay, well, then there's your music video.
Wow.
It's like, but he comes up with different themes. I'm just like, I kind of like that. To where it's like, think of your own shit. Because it's there.
Absolutely. And nowadays, you don't even have to focus on the full video. You could just focus on a reel, take one verse of that song and make it fucking extreme, and then boom. And you can release 3 or 4 different versions of that.
Yeah, that's 100% facts.
Is that something that you're currently working on?
It's not really what I'm working on right now.
All right, you said video, so I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me pull back. Let me dig in there a little bit.
No. These videos, like, that I really want to do, I do something.
Gotta have that budget.
Yeah, but the budget, dude. That's the thing. You want to release more music or music video? Okay. New music. I always go for the new music, I'm like I know everybody's like, you need music videos, but I'm like, I'd rather have more music out, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
man, absolutely. But, I mean, I have a hefty balance is also.
Yeah, I know. That's why I really
nice.
Yeah. To do it, and that's the thing is I'm still like, I need to do it. I need to stop being a bitch and do it.
Stop being a bitch and doing it. So you're just being lazy?
It's not being lazy. I'm just like,
like, I'm tired. I fucked this. I'm going to eat a cheeseburger. Good night.
No, man. For my budget, I'm like, I'm doing the marketing. I'm doing the music. And I'm like, you know what? Instead of doing that right now, focus on saving it for the music video. And then go back later and do new music and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm being lazy. I'm just like, I'm just trying to, I ain't a fucking millionaire.
Right. So correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like right now you're just focused on building up your catalog.
Yes. I'm definitely focused on building up my catalog.
Absolutely. And don't get him wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You could go on YouTube. You could search Damius music, and he has freaking his music there. With his cover art, and you got some dope ass cover art, man. Where's this coming from? You doing this too?
Yes, I'm like,
no way. So you're the artist on top of the artist?
Yeah, I come up with the ideas and then get it done. Like Like, I'm actually not like drawing and shit. Like, I'm not that talented, but I have some guys that'll, I give them the ideas and then we just work with it together. And I'm like, yes.
Okay. So you're starting to build a team here.
I'm building a team, yes.
Good, man. That's dope.
Man, it's fucking damn near impossible.
Shit, tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you fucking know.
Oh, man. We just released Nightmare Before Christmas Series 2, the Underground Nation magazine, and we had Clockwork E up in there. We got Max Sabbath in there. The interviews that we did with these artists, they're just so intense and detailed that by the time that we did the editing and released it all, we felt like we were just behind time. I mean, we felt like we should have got it out a long time ago, like before December. But mid-December is when it came out, and it's fucking dope. And we're just kind of running with it right now. But if you haven't checked it out yet, definitely go check it out. Underground Nation magazine, Nightmare Before Christmas Series 2.
I'll definitely get that.
Yeah, man. But Damius, your music leans into, like we were just talking about it, horror, gothic, dark hip-hop elements. What draws you to these themes, and how do you transform that darkness into something empowering or thought-provoking?
Well, like I said, I really do like horror, obviously. But I really always think it's a challenge because you don't really hear too much. I mean, of course, in the horrorcore, yeah, you do. But like in general, like a lot of people that I would talk to, like they've never even heard of horrorcore. They never heard of like dark hip hop. They never heard of. I'm like, what the fuck, So I'm like, hey, well then let me introduce you.
Yeah, absolutely. Where did the influence come for you? I mean, from the Slipknot magazines and not magazines, the Slipknot from your sister,
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
From the Marilyn Manson, from the Slipknot.
Where the hip hop element come into play? I'm like, hold on.
Eminem, Tech Nine, and ICP. Those were the ones that like fucking just. I was like, oh shit, I need to do this. Like I would say those three were the most influential ones on me.
Oh my god! And so, if you were listening to Slipknot when Slipknot first came out with that debut self-titled album, that was around the same time Eminem was beefing with ICP, talking a whole bunch of shit.
I was like, fuck.
You were stuck in between.
It was so bad, dude. Like my sister was big Eminem, and I was like, nah, man, ICP. Like ICP being, it was just so stupid. Like now that I think about it, it was dumb, but I still listened regardless because I was like, they're all so fucking talented. I'm like, they're beefy and I'm not.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I told the story before, but it ruined my whole 10th grade career. That whole fucking beef.
Really?
I was on the football team. They're all jocks and preppy boys and shit. And they're all on Eminem's nuts. And I'm the only juggalo. I had no backup. I had no friends. It was just me. Dude, getting my ass whooped every day.
Oh, shit. I was literally the only juggalo in my high school. Literally. So it was kind of like, I even wore shaggy face paint one time. I don't remember what it was for. I think it was like a drug-free thing or something, but I just looked at it as, you can paint your face, I'm coming in as Shaggy T-Dope.
That's right. It's all on the cheer. And
that was it. So I just remember walking in with Shaggy T-Dope paint. Everybody was like, what the fuck are you? like what are you doing?
Yeah, I remember we had the fucking, the prep rallies?
Yeah.
Football, whatever, and I painted my face like Violent J with our school colors. Any excuse to paint my face and go to school, I'm all about it.
Dude, I'm with you. I would always paint my face, whether it was going to school. I had nothing to put this shit on.
All about it.
I was like very into painting my face at that time.
Time for a music break. Here's Damius featuring Madrox with Kill or Be Killed. Stream it now on all major platforms and feel the darkness rise.
You know what irks me? When people talk that fuck like they be knowing shit. Bitch, y'all niggas all get cut. You bitches kill me, but I'ma kill y'all first. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I put you bitches all in a hearse. Bow down, I'll get rolled over. Kill or be killed. Bow down, I'll get rolled over. Kill or be killed. Bow down, I'll get rolled over. Kill or be killed. Bow down,
up, now it's gonna get rough. Go ahead and act tough, see if you can man up. You're talking all that shit behind everybody's back, but now I'm in the face, I wanna see how you react. Did you really think I wouldn't hear the shit you said, and you would get away without a consequence? When you gonna notice that I'm a little different and some things are better to be left unsaid? Did you really think you could stick around my back without me finding out? What would you ever think that? You're not the smartest man, you're not the smartest bitch. Wanted loyalty but couldn't understand it. And yeah, I do get it, we all make mistakes. I met with you letting you walk away. Deep in my heart I knew that it would break, and that had to come back here to decimate. I gave you many chances but you ruined it. I told you not to ever go through with it. Was trying to give you love but you're using it. Hey, give you a little power and they're abusing it. Now that I'm here I am losing it. My hands on the neck.
So have you had fans share personal stories of how your music has impacted them?
I wouldn't say so much like in a great way, I guess. Well, at least I can't say for them, but I know.
What do you say is the most memorable interaction you've had with someone who
I've had multiple
with your music?
Well, I've had multiple ones actually reach out to me telling me that they've never actually heard of the horrorcore genre, and so because they heard some of my music, it got them to dig into other artists, horrorcore artists. And to me, I'm like, you've never heard of fucking horrorcore? You know, like you've never heard of it? I'm like, you're missing out on so many talented artists. And, you know, and to me, it's just cool because, like, I really appreciate the horrorcore genre. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, I love that shit. And so to have multiple new people come in and start listening to it also, to me, I feel that is just fucking an honor. You know, like, I've had more people say, you know, about the religious thing also, like,
right, yeah.
Same way, you know, like, that fuck the Christian, you know, shit like that. And I'm like, you know, it is what it is. Like, to me, as long as people are giving any reaction, whether it's good, bad, whatever, as long as I'm getting a reaction, then I feel like I'm doing something right.
Yeah, man. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinions.
Exactly.
And it's artwork.
Yeah.
If I can't express myself with my art, then what the fuck can I do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just want everybody to be like, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And go do it.
Absolutely. And if you don't like it, eat a dick. And if you do like it, keep bumping that shit and turn it really loud, preferably in a residential area.
Yeah, like, I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan, and I live in San Antonio, Texas. You really think I'm going to be like, oh, no, I don't want anybody, like, you know, giving me shit? Like, nah, dude, it's like, I'm okay with it. You know?
Oh, shit. Is that where you're at right now, San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar at all with Gutter Priest?
The name sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure.
He's not in San Antonio. He's actually way down south from you.
No, but the name sounds actually kind of familiar, if I'm being honest.
But awkwardly enough, we just had Gutter Priest on the podcast a week or two ago, and he's also in Texas. And when you said Texas, I thought of him, and I said, "Shit, maybe we get a collaboration here."
Maybe I'll just have to look more into this.
Hey,
see,
that's what we do here.
Yeah,
we connect.
That's why I like this. It's like you'll show me new people. I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, let's all do this. You know, we all have the same goal. Why not?
Absolutely. We all float down here.
That's what I'm saying, man. We all float.
And so when it comes to, well, let me ask you this. How do you balance your personal life with the demands of being an artist? As you already said, you're doing everything on your own with booking and planning art project, your artwork for your music releases.
It's tough. It's like legit. Like, I literally just put my baby girl down to sleep like maybe 4 minutes before we did this interview.
Oh, sweet daddy. How many babies do you have?
I have one.
One. I have 6.
You have 6? Holy shit. You know? Well, babies, I have one, but I have 2 teenage daughters and 1 older son. So it's like 4 total, but baby wise.
Wait, you just said 1.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Baby wise, I have 1.
Okay, baby wise. All right, well, if you put it that way, I have 1.
Okay.
And 5 teenagers.
Wow, that's...
You're like, teenagers, that's not even classified as a child anymore. It's just an asshole.
That is facts, dude. They're just fucking assholes. Love them, dude.
I fucking love you.
I fucking love you.
Dick.
Yeah, y'all are fucking assholes, but I love
That's it.
That's it.
We can do a whole episode just on this one topic right here.
And then everybody's like, you know what? They were speaking real shit. Their teenagers are assholes. Like, it really is hard to balance everything, man. Like, it's lack of sleep, dude. Because you have to sacrifice sleep. You know, like, you're doing it. There's times I'm so fucking tired and I'm trying to write a song, or I'm trying to do artwork, or I'm trying to do this, and I'm just like, I really need to sleep. But then if I sleep, I'm like, I have no time to do anything.
I know it. The biggest thing is time management. Create a fucking schedule. Like, all right, I got to work here. I got the kids shit here. Which means I got this time just for my music. And when it's music time, you gotta literally put the do not disturb on, do not open the door. Like, yo, red light is on, daddy's busy.
I write most of my, like, a lot of people don't know, but like, I write most of my lyrics and like for the songs and stuff, I write them mostly whenever I'm on the fucking treadmill in the gym. Like, cause I'm trying to still work out, you know, and fucking multitask. So I'm still doing cardio, but I'm also writing lyrics. You know, like I gotta try to time manage that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you're an Olympic runner.
Fuck, I wouldn't say all that. But I really do tend to write most of my songs while I'm actually doing shit, like doing cardio.
Man, that's dope. Have you noticed, does that help with your stage presence?
It does. And like I haven't done many shows, but like the little stuff that I have done, I feel I'm in really good shape. Like I'm not like too out of breath. So I feel that makes more energetic performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how do we get you to do more shows? What are we missing here?
The loss of money. You know, like
fucking money.
It's not so much about the making the money part, because I don't mind that. It's just the losing the money. That's the thing that's so hard, because it's like I said, man, you're a father, so you gotta, you know, you can't just keep blowing all the money on this if it's not getting a return on the investment. You know, you still gotta look at it as you're still a father, still a husband. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just gotta like wait, and then whenever the right time comes, go kill it on stage, and then come back and be father and husband. I know it's not a popular answer, but it's a real one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there really is a popular answer to that shit.
Trust me,
the only thing that ever saved me is being able to actually go out and hustle the tickets.
Yeah.
So, we always had to fucking pay to play.
Yeah.
But if they didn't give me tickets, I'd be fucking assed out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of shitty shit in this business.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's like the only way, in my opinion, and if anyone out there is listening, you can fucking correct me if you like to, but in my opinion, the only way, if you're paying to play, you're going to make that money back is by getting those tickets they put in your hand and go fucking sell them. I know, your family and friends don't want to buy them.
Yeah, don't even fucking try to sell it to them.
But what'd you say? Go to where?
Go to strangers.
Go to strangers. Follow. Yeah. You know, every at San Antonio, I know y'all do. Y'all got a local music magazine or whatever, and just follow the fucking shows that are already popping.
Yep.
Go to those shows, and while they're all standing in line, that's when you start talking and selling your tickets, your CDs or your USBs.
I'll pass out like fucking little stickers with little USB code on it, and shit like that. You know, like the scan codes and shit like the bar. And when people like, you know, scan it and stuff, that's where he takes you to my music page. So I'll fucking do that. So it's kind of like passing out demos and shit, but stickers.
Yeah, and you know, I saw your fucking website. You got a dope website. You can go to one place and it takes you to a million other places.
Right.
So if you're a Spotify lover, he'll guide you right to Spotify, and you can rub his butt right there on Spotify all night long. If you're a YouTuber, you can stroke his YouTube dick all night long. Just go to what's that website, Damius?
That one is damiusmusic.com.
Easy as fuck. Damiusmusic.com, bitch. Click on that link, and if you're a fucking SoundClouder, you can click on the SoundCloud emoji, and you can go suck on his dick in SoundCloud world all the way over there. I probably shouldn't have said that. Stream his music on SoundCloud right over there. There. I can edit that.
There you go. You know, it's like anything helps. As long as
I'm sure they won't edit that out. They're probably going to keep it because they're looking at me with a side eye.
It's all good, man. I want people to enjoy the music. That's
just enjoy the music. If you're fucking Amazon Music, go on to Amazon Music and stream Damius music, bitch.
Right. Fucking Pandora, I think it is.
Fucking Pandora?
It's on fucking Napster. I was like, Napster's still a thing?
Fucking Napster.
Yes, I was like, it's released on Napster? I was like, Napster's still a fucking thing? But okay. Fucking release.
I don't know who the fuck is streaming on Napster out there, but thank you.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, bullshit. And they're like, no, really? I was like, okay.
The fuck is going on Napster?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, that's a little weird, but all right.
The granddaddy of the streaming world.
Yes.
Man, I wonder what the fuck. I'm going to go check it out. What the fuck's going on in Napster?
Yeah, I know. It kind of piqued my interest, too. I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested. Damius music's on Napster, and we're going to find out what the fuck's going on over there with it.
Step into the shadows with Damius, the rising force in horrorcore hip-hop. From the depths of Texas, his gritty sound and dark narratives are shaking the underground scene. Explore exclusive merch, chilling music videos, and raw EPs that define his unique style. Dive into the chamber and the cell for a full experience of his haunting artistry. Visit DamiusMusic.com now to discover the monster the underground is embracing. This isn't just music hits, a descent into madness.
So, I mean, what do you hope overall? What do you hope your legacy as Damius will be, both as an artist and as a person? How do you want it to be remembered?
I would like to say I would love for Damius to be remembered as just a fucking badass character, demon character that just doesn't give a fuck and has everybody hopefully having that little darkness inside of them that'll bring it out to them to where it's like you can have a bad day, a shitty fucking day, you blast fucking Damius, and hopefully it'll help you recover so you're not doing some stupid shit like actually going out and murdering people. You know, like help self-soothing shit. Like that would be amazing because like so much music out there, you know, I believe music can save people. You know, you can have a terrible fucking day and you put on music and you listen to it and it calms you down, makes your day better, and that's honestly what I hope Damius' legacy would be, is makes people feel better. As fucked up as that is.
No, absolutely. Does that inspire other types of art, maybe with comic books or stories with this character and persona?
I actually do have a script for a comic. To be honest, like I just need to find the artist to draw it, but I do have a comic book story. So, oh yeah, like I said, man, I plan on doing a lot of different shit with this Damius character.
I was like, wait a minute, if this demon is raising up and just summoning demons out of people,
yep.
Could you imagine the show? All right, so demons rises on stage and he calls all the demons out of the people that are just standing there attending the show, just innocently.
Like, come on out. Like,
in the next 2 minutes, you're about to get violent.
Exactly, you know.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, be your real self. We accept you. You know?
Oh my god, that would be a fucking dope intro. You should fucking take that, dog. In the next 2 minutes, you should now be a victim of violence. Prepare yourself for Damius.
That would be.
Dur, dur, dur.
Dude, I would like to do that like in a fucking performance at like around, because one thing that I do know about San Antonio is that they do have a lot of local shows, but it is not so much about the horrorcore music. They have more just regular mainstream hip hop shit. So if I was to ever get on one of those boards just for the fucking fun of it, I think that would be one of the best fucking opening, little tracks to be like, and then come out to like the fucking song "Pray" or some shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're right. There's lots of opportunities there in San Antonio and across the entire state of Texas, for that matter.
Yeah, I think the best one is either Houston or Dallas.
Well, we can't wait to see whatever which one you choose. We're just fucking ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready for it too. Trust me.
So what advice would you give to someone who wants to create a powerful persona like Damius, but might struggle with finding their unique voice or talent?
You're going to fail at a lot of different shit, but don't let that stop you. Keep trying, keep finding. Till when you find out that it fits and you feel it's right, don't stop doing that. Because like even with Damius shit, I'm still looking for something new. Like when I first started Damius, man, it still didn't come out as what I wanted it. Like now I'm starting to get there, but it's like so many things that I did that I failed. And I was like, if I would have just stopped, then I wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? So like,
Right.
So do not be scared to fail. Do not be scared to learn. And do not be scared to go after what you want. Take risks, man.
Don't stop believing.
But it's true, man. It's like a lot of people, they want like overnight success. And then when it doesn't happen, it's like, well, maybe I'm just not good enough. It's like, no, you just got to keep fucking going. Like people give up so fucking easy and it's like, don't. Because it's not fucking easy.
How many times have you thought about just quitting?
Fuck, man, a lot, to be honest. Like, and it's funny because like, this is where I say like the whole line between me, Ryan, and the line between Damius. There's times where I'm like, you know what, I'm good with if I just ride into the sunset, be family man and stuff. And then I always feel like something inside is kicking me. And it's like, fuck. And then something happens music-wise, like I'll get an interview or I'll have like one of my songs playlisted and then I'll get like good ratings and I have people reaching out to me and I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like, hey, Damius is back. So it's like a calling. It's like you feel like you're, okay, you know what? It was cool. And then all of a sudden like something just pulls you back in. And like I was telling my wife, like for whatever reason, it always does that. It's like whenever I think like, okay, you know what? Let me just hold off for a bit. And all of a sudden it's like my engineer will reach out and he's like, hey man, I just want to check on you and see how I'm like, God damn it. And it's like, he wants me there. All
right.
And then there you go. And then I'm back in the studio, which I'll be back in the studio probably within the next month or two. So.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
What is this one?
More rock and metal, which is what I fucking love. So it's going to be, still Damius, but I would say darker and heavier.
We're going even darker?
Fucking darker. Because I'm always
get darker.
I'm always thinking, how do I top what I did last? How do I top what I did last? I can never be too satisfied. I want to top what I did. I want to offend as many people as I can and just keep moving. I want something. I want a reaction.
Want the reaction. So looking back at the person you were before creating Damius, how have you changed personally, emotionally, and creatively since then?
Man, I used to be so shy.
No. You're a wallflower?
I'm a wallflower.
You bloomed, man. You bloomed.
Dude, I bloomed, man. From the first, when I first went over there to where I always record at the same studio, which is Bad Vibe Studios in Lytle, Texas.
Bad Vibe.
Shout out to them, dude. They're fucking dope as hell, man. But I remember when I was doing my first EP, which was 727, I was over there and it's my first time really recording at like a real studio.
All right.
I was doing the song So Much Worse, which is BDSM and shit,
All right.
And they had a female engineer recording me and I'm like, I feel so uncomfortable doing this song while she's just right there. I'm just like
judging you.
Man. Because I was like balancing the Damius character and the Ryan character, not Ryan character, but myself and the character. So I'm just like, bitch, here we go. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, don't apologize. She's like, you're good. I'm like, what? She's like, no, like more aggressively, like, bitch, here we go. I was like, what? So she's helping me out, but I'm like, I thought of like, fuck, man, she's gonna be offended because I'm calling these chicks bitches and blah blah. But she was so professional. She's like, no, why don't you put at the end like la 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 or some shit like that? Where I was like, she's helping me. I was like, I did not know that. So I was very shy doing it.
Wow.
And now
She was like, I've seen worse than you, brother.
You've seen worse than me? Yeah. And now I can go in like, this fucking slut and blah, blah, blah. You know, like now I don't fuck, you know? So it's like, so 7 years that I've been doing this, because I've been doing it for years.
7?
Seven. Yes.
7.
So I would say I am very more comfortable being who I am. I'm not as shy as I was back then. I'm very more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These nuts are hanging, baby.
Nuts are hanging, man, because I'm just like.
They're on the table.
Yeah, I'm
for
like,
everyone to see.
I'm saying all this shit. And if y'all motherfuckers don't like it, get the fuck out of my way. Because I'm still
his demon nuts.
Lick these demon nuts, you know what I mean? Like, lick that shit. It's like, in here, Damius isn't gonna be fucking with nobody. Like even at like the last, what was it? I think I did 119 Part 2. I think that was the last EP that I did. I actually have a beheaded Jesus. Like, it's the Damius guy cutting off the head of Jesus. Of course, I couldn't actually, for promoting wise, I had to like do like slipcover on it. But that was my little like shout out to Cannibal Corpse for always having some graphic ass covers.
Yeah.
Because I love the band Deicide also, so you know how they're always like anti-fucking Christ. So I'm like, combined it. So you'll see Damius holding up a beheaded Jesus on 119 Part 2. And that got me just being like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm here. I'm going to do what the fuck. You can't really offend much more motherfuckers than this. So at least not yet. I'm going to find out. On the next EP, I'll definitely find out.
Are you getting a little addicted to the shock?
I am. I like it. Because I like it. It's one of those. I feel everybody is so fucking sensitive nowadays.
It's true.
I fucking cannot stand that. So everybody's so goddamn offended. So now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a demon character anyways. So what do you want? I'm a fucking demon. You want me to have like fucking roses and shit? Like, no. I'm a demon. I'm gonna do demon shit. So yeah, I'm here to piss off a lot of people.
Hey, it makes fucking sense to us.
Sounds great to me. That's why I love the underground, man. Is everybody fucking gets it. They're just like, fuck
we get it.
Y'all get it.
We get
it. Yeah, that's why I love this shit. Fuck yeah, mainstream. I was like I have so many like I would have people that would reach out like that knew me like personally. They're like, it's so dark. Damius is so dark. I can't believe that's you. And I'm like, yeah, that's what
you're like the nicest guy.
Nice guy, always
clean shaven.
And I'm like, yeah, fake smile, motherfuckers.
oh boy.
Yep. So I'm like, you know what? Let me grace y'all with how I really feel.
well, tell me then, because as a family man, that's an artist.
Yep.
What is your personal philosophy when it comes to life, art, and and where it intersects?
It's just also something that I really like that's different is, it can be a family. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Dexter, but I fucking love Dexter.
I have seen Dexter. I used to work for Dish Network. Have to sell Dexter every day. Dexter. All the fucking MILFs wanted to fuck Dexter.
Yeah, dude, I love Dexter, and it's like he's a family man, dude, all that, but he also has that dark passenger. You know what I mean? So it's always like, when the time's right, he just...
Oh, so that was the Damius within him.
That was the Damius within him.
Oh my God. That was the Damius within me that just spoke.
Yeah, I heard it. Normal to me, so I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
What the fuck's happening?
It happens. I'm telling you, it happens. It catches on.
So do you think art can change the world?
I really do believe art can change the world. Now, can it make it change for the better? Yes. Can it change for the worse? Yes. Listen,
And so what side of that do you feel that you're adding to?
Let's keep the darkness flowing. Here's Damius with Possession. Tap in and let the shadows take hold. Now streaming everywhere.
Try to claim another victim. Shall they claim another victim? Let me infiltrate you. Let me take over your soul. Let me liberate you. Now I'm giving full control, let me segregate you. Giving you thoughts of your own, let evil embrace you. Now you truly are your own, hear your voice distorted. Claim you're walking all contorted, now free will rewarded. But not everyone's on board, some want to possess you. Have their way when they caress you, they will try to best you. Claim I am the one against you.
Whatever they believe. If you ask a Christian,
so you're not worried about changing the world. You're about influencing the listener.
Just influencing the listener. They're the only ones that I give a shit about.
You know, your music has been described as in your face, aiming to evoke fear, thought, laughter, and shock, as we've talked about. Damius music, how has your artistic vision and sound evolved since you first started in the underground hip-hop scene?
I feel I've actually gotten really connected with the actual character. Like now, even my engineer and myself, we know where we want to go with this character. Like before, we didn't really know. It was just okay. Here's this music. You're gonna be a character eventually, and I didn't really know. Yeah, I was
eventually you're gonna run.
Yeah, and then it's now I know who I am. I know what the sound's like. And I know what I want to do. It's no more so much experimenting now. It's I want to be in your face. And that's the whole thing. I'm a very blunt person, Ryan or Richard, whichever. I'm very blunt in person. And so I'm you know what? I need to be, one thing I'm really good at is talking shit. And I was why don't I bring that shit over to Damius, being blunt and talking shit, but raise that shit up 1,000.
Absolutely.
And so that's what I feel is what we're connecting with the Damius character. So
what was awkward when he said that? That's actually my name also, Ryan Richard Chavez.
Really? You're Richard Ryan Chavez? Bro, I'm Richard Ryan Labor. That is fucking awesome. Hey, what's up, man? That's fucking dope.
Crazy, huh?
From Denver, and my wife and I, we fucking love Denver.
Oh, Denver fucking loves you. What the fuck?
Dude,
y'all need to come out to fucking Denver. We got some shit for y'all.
Dude, I plan on, in the last week of February, of course, it's just family time, but I will actually be, I believe, in Denver. If not Denver, then we're going to Colorado Springs. But I know we're planning on still going to Denver. I fucking love Denver, and I want to go back. So either way, I'm going to make sure we go back to Denver.
Well, if you do make that happen, do drop a line. Let me know.
Sounds good to me, man.
So through this, you just mentioned you're starting to find a process with your engineer, and you're really starting to get a hold of the character, and you can see the path that you want to drive it towards. Can you walk us through your creative process when developing a new track?
Yeah, it all depends on whenever I listen to a song, it depends. Do I want to listen to? Do I feel metalish right now? Do I feel dark hip hop? So if I'm in the mood for the dark hip hop, which I do feel like I'm starting to come back, because I've been working on a metal, with metal tracks, maybe the past year. So I'm now I'm getting that itch for the dark hip hop again. But so I'll give you the example for the metal. I'll listen to the beat, and then the first thing I'll do is, if I like the hook, I'll start writing the hook first. And if not, it's 90% of the time I start by writing the hook first. And then I'll start writing the verses. But it all goes by, does it fit the character? Because you can listen to a beat and like it, but can your voice actually go on it and fit? And a lot of times I'm I can't sing, so no, scratch that. It's the same thing with the hip hop. Can I really rap fast? Not really. So it doesn't, it doesn't fit. So don't try it. You just kind of got to know limits. And that's one thing that my engineer taught me a long time ago is know your limits, know what you can do. And once you start learning it, it becomes very easy, to be honest, what to look for.
Yo, shouts out to the engineer. Who are they?
He is Dragon. His name's Dragon. He's at Bad Vibe Studios. He is fucking a genius, man. Like, I'm not saying that just to be like, oh, he's a genius. Like, no, man, this dude works on so much different shit. Country music, fucking reggaeton music, pop music, fucking Damius music, which is the fucking thing, because he's straight tells me.
Invite Dragon to come on, join us on the podcast one day. We all love to talk music with him.
Dude, I would definitely fucking reach out to him and let him know about that. Like, I'm
fucking dope.
He's fucking amazing, man. Like, he's very smart. He knows his shit.
So do you see that you take a different approach when you are working on a collaboration with another artist?
Yes, I do. Like, if I'm doing a collaboration, it's I don't do the whole, like, I know a lot of people, like, when they do collabs, they want to, like, top each other and, you know, I don't give a shit. I just want the best.
You go first, man.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, a lot of people, like, they bodied you on the song. I don't give a fuck. Did you like the song? Yeah. And then that's all that fucking matters. You know, but for some reason, there are people out there that, nah, you go first and I take. I'm just do.
You go first, dude.
Yeah. And it's like, for me, I'm just like, I just want it to be the best song possible. That's all I give a shit about. So you do a little different, you know, when you're writing collabs. At least for me, it's a little different.
Well, the collaboration that stood out for me was your collaboration with the homie Low Key in a track called Pray. You collaborated with Low Key. YouTube, that's where I found it.
Oh, nice.
What was the experience like, and how did this collaboration come about?
Well, with Low Key, it was, I think at the time he was looking for artists for his Nightcrawlers album. I think that's what it was called, if I'm not mistaken. And so I reached out to him because I'm like, you know, fuck it, why not? All he can tell me is no. You know, like no. Yeah, well, then I'm like, all right, cool. You can't take it personal. Everybody's different, you know. But he asked me to send him a track, so I remember sending him Unleash the Demon, and he liked it. So he was like, okay, you can hop on this track, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, I had the Pray beat, and I'm like, hey, while I'm working on this, would you like to collaborate with me on a track? And so, you know, we did the whole business aspect on it, and I sent him the beat, and he was like, holy fuck, man. He's like, this is amazing. He's like, this fits the Nightcrawlers album. He's like, do you mind if I put the song? I was like, fuck, go for it. You know, you're like, I feel like he's doing me the favor.
Oh, yeah.
You know, still this fucking day, he's doing me the favor, you know? Like,
yes, please put it on the album.
Yeah. Oh, please put it on the album, you know? So, yeah, so when we started talking about that and we did it, the moment I fucking heard his verse, when he was like, this is what I'm working on, and he sent me the demo, I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, I was just like, this is fucking amazing.
Wow.
And so he released it. I did not know that he was going to put Mad Max on the song, though, for his version. So, you know, in one of my lines, I'm like, Damius and Low Key. And I always felt bad because I'm like, if I would have known that, I would have, like, tried to fucking added Mad Max to it, like the line or some shit. So I was like, like, dude, I didn't even know you were going to be on it. You know, so I'm like, my bad. And for him, he probably doesn't even give a fuck. But to me, I still felt bad because I'm like, I wasn't trying to bypass you. It was just, I didn't know you were going to be on it. And so he released the song on his, and I was like, you know what? I still want to do it the way I heard it in my head. You know what I mean? So I was like, one cool thing for the listener would be let Loki keep his verse with Mad Max, you know, his version. So people have two different fucking songs, two different versions. So, you know, like you have people that they want to listen to the Nightcrawlers Pray, then they can listen to that. It has Mad Max on it, which he fucking did amazing on it. And then you can come listen to mine, which doesn't have Mad Max, and it just has a little bit different, you know, arrangements and stuff like that. And so when I reached out to Loki, he's like, yeah, dude, he's like, that shit sounds fucking dope. He's like, just cool. He's like, play it and do good. And so funny story is a lot of people don't know that I call it a Christmas song. I'll Pray a Christmas song, and I'm going to stick to that because there was at that time, before I was fucking father, before I was husband, I fucking hated shit. Like, I would hear Christmas music like every fucking day in November, and I fucking like, you know what? I know I'm not the only one that hates fucking Christmas music. It over and over, and I'm fucking tired of it. I'm going to release Pray in December, and that's my fucking Christmas song. So this is going to be a Christmas song for everybody that likes dark shit. And so that's why I always say, to me, Pray is a Christmas song. And so that's how it all became fucking about was.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah, so I mean, I still say it's a Christmas song.
That's fucking awesome. And now everybody knows to buy Mariah Carey Christmas album for Damius for Christmas every year.
Yeah, now you got to listen to Damius every fucking year, you know? Like, you got to listen to Pray, like Mariah Carey, she's had her time. You know, listen
her time's over.
Her time's over, man. Listen to Pray.
She's with Damius now.
Yeah, that's a fucking Christmas song. So there you go. Go on for Christmas and add Pray to the fucking playlist. Boom, there you go. Merry Christmas.
So as an artist emerging from the underground, what challenges have you faced in gaining wider recognition, and how have you overcome them or currently overcoming?
Man, it is very fucking tough when you have, you know, for marketing, like the album covers and shit, and they're fucking kind of graphic to where you cannot market shit like a, you know, you just can't fucking market. It's so fucking hard to be able to promote
it. G-rated version.
Yeah, and it's like, and I hate that because it's like, you're fucking censoring art, you know, and I can't stand that shit. So it pisses me off to make me want to come back even harder. But like, you know, so one thing that I've been doing with that is, like I said, I've been putting it on stickers and shit like that, like with a little link to like, you know, the Spotify, the YouTube, all that. And I just put it on stickers and just fucking hand them out. So I'm constantly handing like, or I'll go to like, you know, Denver, I'll go to fucking Chicago, I'll go wherever I'm going, and I just leave them I pass them out, or I stick them on places, you know, that way like easy accessible to where it's like people will scan it. And it's cool because I can see how many people scan it and where it's at. And you start seeing it grow, like the listeners start growing and shit. I'm like, it's cool because it shows you can still do it old school by like actually going out and going to people. You don't need to just promote it on, you know, Spotify or fucking Instagram and shit like that. Like people still like to find shit on their own.
And that Facebook.
Yeah, fuck your Facebook, dude. Like fuck that shit. You know, making me censor everything when like it's funny. Like I censored the, you know, the beheaded Jesus thing with a little cartoon character of Damius, and people were still not wanting to market it because you can see he has a cleaver in the back. I was like, what? I was like, are y'all fucking serious? Like, that's what I was like, you know what? I'm fucking done. I'm just gonna fucking do it on my own then, you know, like, fuck the Facebook ads, fuck all that shit. I'm just gonna fucking go and do it in person, hand the shit out old school, and not censor myself that way.
Absolutely. Direct to consumer, motherfucker.
Exactly right.
That's the way to do it. Hell yeah.
It is.
So overall, Damius, straight from Damius, I'm summoning Damius out of Richard right now. Damius. What message or feeling do you hope your listeners take away from your music, especially those who are new to your work?
Don't give a fuck about anybody. If you offend them, who gives a shit? If that's how you feel, you fucking make sure that they know that's how you feel. And don't apologize for it. That's who you are.
That's who you is. Stand
that's
on
who
it.
You are. Don't apologize. Stand that shit. I hate fucking when people back down. It's like, no, I fucking said it, I meant it, and that's that.
That's it. I'm gonna fight.
That's the whole.
I'm gonna fight for it.
No, I'm ready. Even if I get my ass kicked, I'll still.
And Damius will bring the soundtrack.
Damius will bring the soundtrack. That's right.
That's right. Fight for it.
Fight for it. Fuck everybody, man. Like, don't be a coward. If this is what you believe in, stand out. And that's what I think what inspired me to write the 119 album, you know, because it was like, you're a demon character, you're fucking Damius, you know who the fuck you are. Why be all fucking polite and politically correct? No, fuck the world, man. Yeah. Tell them. And fuck like I said,
world.
If I only could have set the world on fire, you know? Like, that's honestly how I feel is you got to stand on it. And a lot of people are like, I know a lot of artists out there do the whole, whoa, you can't talk about politics. No, you can't talk about religion because then you're going to rub some of the fans the wrong way. Damius don't give a fuck. If he rubs you the wrong way, he's going to rub you the wrong way. And that's just that. This is where I feel, this is what I stand on, and that's just that.
That's that.
That's that.
Damius, this was a great conversation. I appreciate you taking the time from the underworld to join us here today. Is there any last message or shout outs you want to give to the world?
Yeah, I'll definitely give a shout out to y'all for doing this, man. Like, y'all keep the underground going, and I honestly can't stop appreciating what y'all do. Everybody that helps is just fucking amazing. Shout out to fucking the listeners. Shout out to you guys, because y'all always come up with new artists and shit. So y'all do so much for the fucking community, and I really appreciate y'all. And I really appreciate y'all reaching out to me to do this.
Hell yeah. Well, Damius, thank you again. It was an honor to speak with you tonight. Definitely keep us up to speed with upcoming shows, upcoming music, and we will help you get the word out about the sinister demon named Damius.
I appreciate that, man.
You have a good night, brother.
You too, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Closing out this set with a track that cuts deep. Here's Damius with Pray. Let the lyrics sink in and the demons speak. Available now on all streaming platforms.
To take what's ours, what belongs to us, bow before your God and pray for mercy. Me to this fucked up world that raped and hurt me. I return with a curse and a burst of hellbound words to go drown everything that burned me with the heads below, choking, dying slowly. Fuck you, bitch, you're gonna remember Loki. All the embers eating, yet a fire knows me. Inside is the ghost just envelope me. Now it's time to cut loose. Hands steady, I'm ready to come gut you. Think I'm ready to finally say fuck you. Mask on my face and ready to make the blood ooze. Bash on your face to the sound of the drum loop. Top from behind, I can do what I want to. Strong from the roof, don't fuck your bug food. Intestines fucked out, you hung from a gut noose. Yeah, you hung from